So Trump doesn't want to go into Iran. Apparently, is what he's. Even though he hired the guys to go into it. Watch this report. Watch this.
Reporting tonight that President Trump is frustrated with some of his top advisors who he thinks could be rushing the U.S. into a military confrontation with Iran. And we quote, Trump grew angry last week and over the weekend about what he sees as warlike planning that is getting ahead of his own thinking, said a senior administration official with knowledge of conversations Trump had regarding National Security Advisor John Bolton and Secretary of State Mike Pompeo. That's a sentence.
First of all, that is a sentence, but you're the last fucking guy to point that out. You liar, war fucking jagoff. All right, here we go.
They are getting way out ahead of themselves, and Trump is annoyed, the official said. There was a scramble for Bolton and Pompeo and others to get on the same page. Bolton, who advocated regime change in Iran before joining the White House last year, is just in a different place from Trump, although the president has been a fierce critic of Iran since long before he hired Bolton. Trump wants to talk to the Iranians. He wants a deal and is open to negotiation with the Iranian government.
Yeah, so that sounds like the reason some people voted for Trump, because he wants to be an anti-interventionist, although he seems scatterbrained because the intelligence community keeps coming at him. But watch what he says. He brings on Andrea Mitchell to talk about this. And if Brian Williams sounds like me, watch this.
Andrea, I'll ask this straight up. Do you believe that reporting in the Washington Post?
What the fuck? You're questioning the Washington Post? Brian, bite your tongue! How dare you? Isn't that weird that he would go, do you believe that? Because it says Trump doesn't want to be a warmonger, do you believe that? Like, that's when you question the Washington Post? That, you don't question them when they say there's gas attacks in fucking Syria, or that Venezuela is being oppressed by that Trump doesn't want to go into Iran? I don't fucking believe it. That's when he's skeptical. What a fucking dickhead.
Well, Jimmy, to be fair, to be fair, if we don't go in and bomb Iran, then there's no rockets for him to whack off to on TV. Oh, look at those fucking rockets.
Now, I have jerked off to rockets, but I always ask first.
Right? That's the civilized way to do it, right? Who doesn't ask first? It's literally 0 people do this. Louis C.K. will be performing here in 2 weeks. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. That's not happening.
So watch what Andrea Mitchell does. So she knows that, because Trump hired John Bolton and Elliot, so everybody knows that John Bolton is a warmongering fucking maniac who was hated 15 years ago, and so they can't be seen to be accepting his bullshit about war with Iran. So she denounces it, but then she finds a way to be okay with it. Watch this. Here we go.
The French and the Brits, but they didn't buy what he was trying to sell there.
So they're talking about when Bolton was talking with the French and the Brits, and they didn't buy what he was selling. What was he selling, Andrea? He was selling war. She won't fucking say that. They won't buy what he was selling. What was he selling? Fucking war. All right, here we go.
The French and the Brits, but they didn't buy what he was trying to sell there. And the fact is that they're very skeptical. They were burned in 2003, as were many people in the media, the Secretary of State.
Many people in the media? You mean fucking you and the dick you're talking to? You mean both of you? You mean like us? Not many people, you mean us. We went along with this bullshit before, right? So that's what she means. Here we go.
A lot of people bought the intelligence arguments from people like John Bolton, who was in the administration then. And so there is a lot of skepticism, and I should quickly point out.
So there is a lot of skepticism, but she's going to quickly point out that you should believe we should go to war with Iran. Why?
So there is a lot of skepticism, and I should quickly point out that there was a big pushback. We got a briefing over at the State Department from officials that we cannot name, but these officials were saying, look, there really are threats, and these were veteran diplomats, not just people who'd just come in.
See, it wasn't just John Bolton. There was these other motherfuckers. I can't tell you who they are. But there were these other guys from their career. They're not assholes like John Bolton. These other guys said there really is a lot of shit happening.
Well,
There's threats. I bet someone met someone in the Czech Republic or something. I bet something was going on.
I bet there's something happened.
Something's a threat.
To be quite honest, the unnamed sources I think was the head of the Girl Scouts.
So you see how she just did it. She just did. Of course, John Bolton's an ass. But there's these other guys, and I can't tell you who they are. They said we should really look out for Iran. She's doing it again. She's fucking doing it again. And
you know what, Jimmy? She starts off by saying, and there was that thing that happened in 2003.
Yeah.
You know, the war in Iraq.
The country right next to Iran. Next live Jimmy Dore show is June 5th. That's a Wednesday at Hermosa Beach Comedy Club in Hermosa Beach, California. Go to jimmydorcomedy.com for a link for all tickets. We might be coming to your town. And if you love the show, please become a patron. Please support the show. We give you hours of bonus material every week. And please click that bell and make sure you're subscribed. Even if you think you are already subscribed, they unsubscribe people every day. Just check. Thanks for your support.